Yeah, let me check this out though. Hold on. Let's chill. Let's settle down. That's what I want. Let's chill. Hey, let's settle down. Yo, Tabang, what's good with you? Had to boot up the stream today, man. Had to boot up the stream today. Hold on, just a second. Hold on. My brother, you are truly South African. How are you guys, man? Yo, how is South Africa, man? I'm loving South Africa, bro. What's good, baby Z? Baby Zai? What is it? Baby Zai TV? What's good, Fix? What's good, Perry? Peril? What's good with y'all, man? What's good with y'all boys and girls? What's good with y'all? So today I wanted to check out some videos with you guys, man. Some videos that I found on the internet and I found interesting. Might do a little gaming later. Depends on how I feel because I still have to cook. I'm cooking today, y'all. I'm throwing out some chicken. I'm making some chicken. I'm gonna be making some chicken, like a little tomato, like some chicken fried tomato with some green bell peppers, onions, garlic, some rice. I'm gonna steam some broccoli. I'm been healthy this year, y'all. I've been eating real healthy, y'all. I've been eating real healthy. When am I visiting Pumalanga? I'm not sure, man. Soon, man. Soon. Soon, for sure. Which South African slang words have you learned so far? Bro, there's so many, bruh. There's so many. Sabang! Those theories you react to be kind of be lying. You think so? Hey, bruh. I be thinking they lying. And then I be researching and some of it be true, bruh. Some of it be true. Most of it be true, for real, for real. It be 80% true, 20% kind of like rage bait BS. You feel me? Just to throw you off. But most of it be true, bruh. Oh, the chat. Oh shoot. I forgot about the chat. What I do with the chat, y'all? Oh, it's right here. Hold on. All right. Try to chat now. Let me see. It should be on there. Should be on there now. Hold on. Let me log into StreamYards. After this, let me check. Let's check out some of these videos I got to check out with y'all, man. When you coming to Lesotho? Bro, I went to Lesotho, bro, but I gotta come back. Oh, here it is. It's on here now. I went to Lesotho, bro, but I gotta come back. I gotta come back, bro. I need to come and experience everything. Definitely the like the snow and stuff like that, bro. I gotta come experience everything. Need to do my research. Maybe I'll react. 219 years too. Hold on, what? Maybe you'll reach 219 years. Bro, that's the thing. Like, you'll find out that it's true, but they're not explaining all the information. Like, the guy ages every second or something. You know what I'm saying? Like the aging is a little different. You feel me? Bro, these NBA trades is wild. I'm not gonna hold you. All right, let's check out some of these videos, man. I'm getting some new headphones, y'all. Let me show you the headphones I'm getting. I need to get some new headphones. I'm getting these. I think these is it. Yeah, these is what I'm getting. I'm getting these bad boys right here. I'm getting these. Guys to get these. I want something wireless and more comfortable. Y'all know how long I've had these? I've had these, bruh, since I had them blue and black walls in the background on the main channel, bruh. Since I had the blue and black walls in the background on the main channel. That's how long I've had these. Look, even the inside is... Bro, it's time, bruh. It is time, fam. Oh my gosh. Bruh, it's time. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all can't be letting me wear headphones like this. Let me turn my tree on. Celebrate Valentine's Day, y'all. You can't even see the tree lights. Can't even see the tree lights. But yeah, it's time, bruh. It's time. That's the sound effect I should have used when I showed y'all these. Ooh-wee. You feel me? All right, let's check out these videos I wanted to check out. First, I wanted to check this out, bruh. I feel like this was a interesting video, man. Hold on. So this is a video. It's talking about Speed's bodyguards, bruh. Rudy, how he met Rudy and stuff like that. I've always been curious, bro, how, you know what I'm saying, how they came about, how they met, you feel me? What was their background before they started working with Speed?
There was a time not too long ago when iShowSpeed's entire universe existed within the four walls of a bedroom. One chair, one monitor, one webcam that falls off now and then. Back then, Speed was loud, wild, and completely out of control. But everything stayed in that room. It was chaotic, but it was safe. As the years passed by, Speed's fanbase didn't just grow, it exploded. And all of a sudden, Speed wasn't just streaming from his room anymore. He was stepping outside into the real world where everything is unpredictable. Speed soon realized that he wasn't just meeting fans anymore. The world outside wasn't kind, and it definitely wasn't safe.
The fuck? Don't watch him, bro! Who the fuck is this, bro? Get the fuck on! The fuck out of here, bro!
And if someone was mean, he couldn't just ban them from chat. That's when Speed realized that he desperately needed protection, not just from danger, but from the chaos. And that's when Henry and Rudiger stepped in. But these weren't just regular bodyguards in black shirts. They became a part of the iShowSpeed family. If you ever tuned into a Speed stream, you can see the chat flooding with "Where's Henry?" or "Rudiger W safe?" Because they weren't just keeping Speed safe. They were keeping the entire operation running. Some fans even say Speed can't go live without them.
Move out the way! Move!
But in Speed's world, it's not enough just to be security. You've gotta become family. So who exactly are Henry and Rudiger? And what does it really take to protect the wildest streamer in the world? It all started during the FA Cup 2023 finals when Speed was in the crowd and decided to troll a Manchester City fan.
This guy in front of me is a Man City fan. I'm about to troll him. You don't care about Man City? It's Man City! Imagine being a Man City fan.
But then, all of a sudden, the fan finally lost his patience and did something no one expected. He fought back, but not with his words.
Hey, bro. Bro. What the fuck?
Really?
Yo.
Before anyone could process it, the guy slaps the phone right out of Speed's hand. Speed's security guard quickly jumped in, but the damage was already done. The bodyguard was quick, but that day, he wasn't quick enough.
What the fuck? Bro, what did you just do, bro?
Oh,
In that split
shoot.
second, Speed realized that something had to change.
Okay. So now we getting a good idea on why the bodyguards be acting like they do, y'all. I know y'all see they be throwing people, pushing people, shoving people. This video gonna tell us
Bodyguards
why, bro.
wasn't enough. He didn't just need muscle, he needed loyalty, because next time, it could end with someone in the hospital. And just a few days later, Speed was in Turkey live streaming from the streets of Istanbul. This time though, he came more prepared. Chet noticed a tall, quiet figure always standing behind Speed like his shadow. He didn't speak much, but his eyes were always scanning the background, taking in every detail, ready for anything. And just like that, without even saying a word, the world was introduced to Henry. Henry wasn't just a bodyguard, he looked like he'd body you. Some say he doesn't blink, others say that Henry can sense a sprinting fan before they even start moving. Henry was so serious about his job that he barely posted anything personal on social media. All people really knew was that he worked in the UK, had experience protecting local politicians, and had even worked with the Sidemen and KSI. Beyond that, it felt like he just appeared out of nowhere, fully built for the job. But Henry didn't need a backstory, because the internet wrote one for him. Parody pages started popping up everywhere, racking up thousands of likes with edits, memes, and clips of him in action. And honestly, after seeing him do his job, it wasn't hard to see why. Henry had arrived, and he wasn't playing around. It didn't take long for Henry to prove himself. He was there for Speed, even for the small things. Like this one time, Speed was trying to find something to clean his phone screen with, and without hesitation, Henry offered his t-shirt.
Yo, Chad, should I drop this cord?
Daj mu prowadzić mnie.
No.
But Henry's job isn't always that easy. Like during this Italy stream, when fans got too close to Speed's car and Henry had to take things in his own hands. To some it looked like Henry might have shoved a woman while trying to protect Speed. And the internet wasn't happy. Soon after that, the streams got way bigger. Fan interactions weren't just awkward, they were getting aggressive. And Speed realized that although Henry had his back, he couldn't be everywhere at once. He needed another set of eyes. And that's when Rudiger made his debut, while Speed was out there streaming from Korea. Rudiger wasn't just another guy in black trying to hold back the crowd. He came with a serious resume. Before ever stepping into the unpredictable world of IRL live streams, Rudiger had already made a name of himself in Hollywood. He worked as a professional stuntman, appearing in major movies like Hobbs & Shaw, where he handled the stunts and even shared the set with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. With a towering frame and an intense watchful presence, Rudiger gave off the impression of someone you'd never want to cross. Now here's the funny part. You'd think his real name was Rudiger because that's what everyone calls him, but you couldn't be more wrong. His real name is King Hercules, and honestly it suits him better. So why does everyone call him Rudiger? Well, it all started in Speed's chat. When they first saw him, they couldn't ignore the striking resemblance to the German footballer Antonio Rudiger.
Bro,
Wow.
they said you like Rudiger.
That's how he got his name for real?
They said you like Rudiger.
Yeah?
Yeah, in my chat. They said they said your bodyguard looked like Rudiger. That is crazy.
And just like that, it became more than a joke. It became his new name. From then on, Rudiger was what everyone knew him by. And eventually, he simply became Rudy.
Rudiger?
Rudiger soon became a core part of the stream's universe. Just like Speed, his reactions started taking the spotlight too. As he became a regular face on the streams, something else changed too. Henry, who was once the stone-cold, no-nonsense protector, began to loosen up. Their dynamic went from just security to more of a duo, one serious, one lively, but both fully focused on keeping the stream running and Speed safe. This marked the beginning of a new era in Speed's live streams. Henry, who used to stand there like a living security camera, actually started having fun. He began doing things he'd never done before. Like this one time during this haunted house stream, Speed was actually losing his mind. But little did he know the person scaring him was the very man he hired to protect.
Who did this? Who did this? Who did this? Black. Where he at? Where's he at? He's black. What the fuck?
But as time passed, Speed gained two big brothers he never knew he needed. Speed's trust in them grew stronger every day. After a wild horse ride when he wanted to get off, without a second thought, Speed jumped straight into Rudiger's arms.
Wait, stop him so I can get off. Stop him. Wait. Ruger, let me go on you. Thank you. Yeah!
And that wasn't the only time the big brother energy kicked in. When Speed was struggling with a tie in China, Henry, just like an older brother, stepped in and fixed it without saying a word. And just like older brothers, they weren't only there to handle the crowd, they were also there to protect Speed from himself. In one of the China streams, when Speed joked about jumping off a boat, Rudiger wasn't impressed by the threat. But when Speed actually doubled down and tried to jump, Rudiger was more than prepared.
I always wanted to jump off of a boat. Huh?
Even though Henry and Rudiger always had Speed's back, one thing was clear. They didn't treat him like he couldn't handle things on his own. Take that one time in China when Speed was choking on some food.
Hey, creeps up! Hey, creeps up!
Most people would have freaked out, but not Henry and Rudiger. They just glanced at each other, watched him for a second, and let him handle it. They kept an eye on him, but didn't feel the need to step in. Henry and Rudiger might not always be the center of attention, but trust me, when they are not on screen, the chat feels it.
Caught you lacking! I got him lacking! I caught him lacking!
It doesn't take long for the messages to start pouring in, asking where they've gone. Take Rudiger for example, when he was missing from one of the streets.
There was one time when he was in Kenya, and he was missing. The whole chat, where is Rudiger? Where is Rudiger? I don't know if y'all remember. No, actually not Kenya, the Ghana stream. It was the Ghana stream. It was like, where's Rudiger? Where's Rudiger?
The chat started blowing up, wondering where he was. But little did they know, Rudiger wasn't slacking off. In fact, that day he was behind the camera, stepping in for Slips, who was a bit under the weather.
Where's Rudiger? He's filming! Oh, put the camera to your face! They keep saying, where you at? He's filming!
This just goes to show that Rudiger isn't just a bodyguard, he plays multiple roles behind the scenes. And it's not just the chat who's fan of Rudiger, he's got his own following, especially in China.
What's up? Xiaohongshu. This is Rudy here. I understand you guys are giving me a nickname.
That's crazy. Now he calls himself Rudy. Now he calls himself
Not
Rudy.
here. Charmaine. Just wanted to say share to everybody that's showing me love out here, and this is my official account, so I will be posting more. Thank you.
While Speed's the main character in China, Rudiger was stealing his fair share of the spotlight. While Speed was doing his thing, Rudy was out there getting attention of his own. Like this one time in China, when a woman asked to touch Rudiger's muscles, he handled it like a total pro.
I love you both, you know? I like muscle. Can I touch your muscle? Please, please, please. The entrance. Oh my god, oh my god.
Rudy might have the wrist to charm the ladies, but when it came to Speed, he was no match for his boss. Like this one time, Rudy decided to raise Speed thinking he could keep up, but Speed showed Rudy exactly why he got his name.
2, 1, go!
You're so slow. You're so slow. No, you're not. You're so slow. Chad, you lost. You lost. He lost, bro. He lost.
Henry and Rudy might be security, but they're also human. Like many other celebrities, Speed never seems to forget that. When their workload isn't too heavy, they get to have fun just like anyone else. Take this one time in Singapore. With things calm for a moment, Speed decided to livestream something a little wild: bungee jumping.
Hey, I don't think I could ever do bungee jumping, y'all.
And of course, Henry and Rudy were all in, embracing the thrill like the big kids they are.
Uh-oh. Hey, GG's, that's it. That's it. That's it. Pull it. Oh, shit.
Oh
my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I thought they died. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. My heart dropped. No, my heart dropped.
It's moments like these that show, even though they're always on duty, Speed knows how to make sure they get to enjoy the ride too. But not every stream is all laughs and good vibes. Sometimes the crowd gets a little too crazy, and that's when Henry and Rudy have to really lock in. And even then, things don't always go as planned. Like during that stream in Czech Republic, things got chaotic fast, and Henry jumped in to shield Speed from the crowd. But in the chaos, he accidentally pushed Speed himself, sending his head straight into the camera.
Hey, watch out, watch out, watch out. Keep it clear. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Keep it clear. Oh, fuck.
Gay.
Oh, this is my head on the camera. Got pushed into the camera. This is my head on the camera.
Even with all their experience, moments like that just go to show that sometimes things are just impossible to control. But sometimes they have to go a little overboard to keep things in check. Like this one time a kid was banging on Speed's car window way too hyped for his own good. Rudiger didn't hesitate and quickly stepped in. And well, let's just say the kid got yeeted away from Speed real quick.
Don't bang, do not bang, don't bang, don't bang. Don't bang.
It wasn't personal, just business. Because when it comes to keeping Speed safe, Rudy's got zero hesitation. The same energy carried over to Changsha, China, where Rudiger wasn't letting
Hey,
anything.
bro, y'all see this one? I would never, never walk it up to. Bro, come on, fam. I ain't get show up like that.
Slime.
Ain't
He
no
was
way.
locked in, looking out like a hawk. There were friends everywhere, and when one of them got a bit too close for comfort, Rudy was already on the case.
Where's Unc at, bro? We gotta meet you, bro. We gotta find Unc.
Picked him up.
And if there was ever any doubt about how far Rudiger's willing to go for Speed, just look at what happened during his 32 million celebration in Cambodia. The crowd was packed shoulder to shoulder, voices screaming, phones in the air, the energy was off the charts. In the middle of it all, Rudiger wasn't just managing the fans, he was straight up pushing the Cambodian police back to make sure Speed had room to breathe.
We shut the whole country down.
Literally, bro.
Right here. This shit's beautiful, man.
Literally.
This shit is beautiful, dog.
Rudiger knew he might have been crossing the line. After all, they were in a foreign country, surrounded by unfamiliar faces and rules they weren't exactly used to. But he didn't hesitate. He wasn't there to take the easy way out. He was there to do his job and keep the person he was protecting safe. That moment during the 32 million subscriber celebration truly captured it all. Henry and Rudiger aren't just hard muscle. They are loyal, always dependable, and fully committed. In a world that moves fast, they're the ones who will always stand by Speed, protecting him with everything they've got, no matter the cost. Just as loyal as Slips, he's the man that's always behind the camera running the operation. His story is fascinating. Click on this video to find out how he met Speed and when he even had to become a bodyguard himself.
Nah, bruh. That was a really good video, bro. That was a really good video. But that's all the behind the scenes, like how they met, you know what I'm saying? That was a good video. Now we see why the bodyguards be shoving people the way they be shoving people, because things get out of hand, bruh. Things get out of hand. And y'all never see me coming close. Y'all ain't gonna see me getting shoved like that, bruh. Well, ain't no way. Ain't no way, fam. No, sir. All right, there's a. Oh, I wanted to check this out, bruh. I wanted to check this out with y'all. I cannot be the only one curious on what the Epstein Island looks like, bruh. I can't be the only one curious, right? Let's check this out, bruh.
Villa sits on a point just below the main house.
Hold on. Let's check this out. I gotta see this island. A whole island, bruh.
Epstein's
A whole
island.
island.
To understand it fully, we've remodeled the
Imagine
entire
having enough
island,
money to buy a whole
and
island.
we've divided it into 3 main sections. So we can tell the complete story of how this place was built and what it was hiding. The first villa sits on a point just below the main house, built years after Epstein purchased the island. Next to it is another residence, connected to the pool complex by a lower level doorway. This one even had an outdoor bath backed by a giant mirror looking out toward the sea. Facing the ocean is a wide stone patio. Set into the floor are 2 mirrored shell designs, along with the letter E. It may have been decoration, or something more symbolic. Above it all is
Scared
the
to death.
main house itself, the largest residence on the island. When Epstein bought Little St. James in 1998, this house was already here, but he had it remodeled and expanded into part of a much larger complex. The sea-facing side has a veranda, while the back of the house opens into the pool area. That pool complex is massive. It has 4 cabanas, a pergola, and a large swimming pool in the middle. At the far end of the pool was a statue of a seated archer, and beyond it, a painted compass that some mistook for a helipad. Parts of the pool complex
It do
were
look like a
two-story,
helipad though.
with staircases and hidden doors that led into lower levels. Not far away, along the beach, another villa was hidden behind thick trees. Visitors usually arrive by sea. Boats pulled into the island's jetty, which had a covered loading and waiting area. Those who
Snare,
came
what's
by
good?
there landed at the grassy helipad.
So apparently this is Jeffrey, what's his name? Epstein Island. This is his island. I can't be the only one curious on how this looked like. Like I'm so curious on what it looked like. You feel me? Yeah, Jeffrey. Yeah, Jeffrey.
It had small shelters for passengers and luggage. Nearby, 2 strange details stand out. At the top of a slope is a giant monkey statue, and beside it, a stone staircase that leads up the hill, then stops abruptly, earning it the name the Stairs to Nowhere. This northern section of the island was meant to impress. Moving toward the center of the island, the design shifts. Here, the focus is less on luxury and more on control. Tucked into the trees is a low building, almost hidden from view. Its purpose is still unknown. Just beyond it lies the island's main service area. This section held the machines that kept everything running. The desalination plant for fresh water, generators for power, storage rooms, and sewage management. Some of these buildings were built directly into the hillside. Their flat rooftops doubled as parking pads, and vents cut into the ground hinted at larger rooms below. In one case, drone footage even captured doors leading deeper into the hill, raising questions about what might have been hidden underground. From this hub,
y'all.
a steep road winds upward. On the surface, it looks like a simple path, but it may cover a water pipeline that connects to the island's fountain. The fountain itself sat quietly in the middle of the island, ringed with benches. In one video, deer were seen grazing nearby, giving the
What are you saying? There's an American guy who recently posted a YouTube video of him going around Epstein Island on a speedboat, and ever since there have been unmarked cars outside his apartment surveilling him. Hold on, I'm gonna have to check
strange sense
that
of
out. Bro.
calm
I'm gonna
in
have
a
to check
place
that out.
filled with secrets. Closer to the southern edge of this section, a massive sundial stands. Once, it was surrounded by 13 brightly painted benches. Some say representing the 13 ruling bloodlines in conspiracy lore. The face of the sundial resembles a Masonic design, another detail that fueled speculation. Nearby, smaller structures dotted the coast. One open-air cabana seemed to have massage tables beneath its
That's a bit
straw
clear.
roof. Another beachside building, now only ruins, may have been for changing clothes or toilets. Close to the sundial, an odd patch of beach is marked out on Google Maps, blurred as if to hide something. On higher ground sits a large building with 3 garage doors and a row of sealed windows. Some have described it as a staff barracks, others as storage. Either way, it stood apart from the luxury of the main house, suggesting it was built for those who worked, or were kept, on the island. This middle zone tied everything together. The southern stretch of the island is where the strangest and most unsettling designs appear. At the far southwest tip stands the most infamous structure of all, the so-called temple. Painted in bold blue and white
shoot.
stripes, it once had a golden dome and statues of Poseidon and birds perched on its corners. From the outside, it looks like something out of another world. Early visitors described its inside as a music room with bookshelves, a grand piano, and even a portrait of Epstein with a pope. But by 2019, drone footage revealed only scaffolding, mattresses, and junk, as if it had been stripped bare. Some believe a small nearby shed hides entrances underground, though nothing has ever been proven.
What's inside
One
this
site
island,
shows a
y'all?
pergola with 2 sealed doors built into the hillside. A second building that once stood here was destroyed during Hurricane Irma, leaving behind only a flagpole and a concrete slab. This part of the island also served as a dumping ground. Trash was buried under dirt, but over time, pieces surfaced again. Visitors later reported seeing everything from machinery to broken furniture left rotting under the sun. Above the dump is a second swimming pool. Unlike the grand pool complex near the main house, this one was smaller, attached to a 1,200 square foot building with a garage-style door. Other features add to the eerie design. A flight of stairs to nowhere climbs up the hillside, ending abruptly with a statue at its top. A large monkey statue sits nearby, silent and unsettling. At the highest point of the island, a tall telecom tower looms, with Wi-Fi repeaters fixed to buildings all around, ensuring constant surveillance and communication. Here, on this southern edge, beauty and mystery collide.
Bruh.
The temple, the sundial, the sealed doors, and the landfill, all of it suggests an island designed not only for privacy, but for secrecy.
Nah, fam. I hope you're recording. Yeah, of course. Of course. I am. His YouTube is Matt Batista. Okay, let me check that out. Matt Batista. Hold on, bruh. Yeah, I'm recording the snare. This is where they play Squid Games naked. Bruh, Squid Games is, hey, based on a true story. It might be Epstein Island. That's where they did the real Squid Games. Hold on, Matt. Yeah, here it is. Okay, let's check this out, bro. Oh, shoot, here it is. Oh, shoot.
Behind me is Epstein Island, and we are sneaking onto it right now.
If you go a mile off the coast of the U.S. Virgin Islands, you'll find yourself here at Epstein Island. It's riddled with security and no trespassing signs. And when I went there to ask what's going on, the response I got was kind of strange.
So what are they doing? I wonder what they doing with the island right now. Since Epstein is supposedly, you know what I'm saying, killed himself or whatever the case may be. Like, what are they doing? What is the island doing now? Did it get passed down to somebody? Does he have kids? I don't really know much about Epstein, bro. Just from the island and, you know what I'm saying, all the stuff that's been going around now.
What's going on now? What's happening on the island now?
Over 7 years ago, Little St. James was once home to Jeffrey Epstein.
A team of FBI agents raided the luxury compound.
It's since been sold to developers with plans of turning.
Oh, okay. See, this is the information I want to know. It got sold.
Luxury compound.
It's since been sold.
Jeffrey Epstein pedophile island to be turned into a resort by a billionaire buyer. This was back in 2023. Bruh.
Sold to developers with plans of turning it into a luxury resort.
You know what's going on there? Not a damn thing. Ain't nobody allowed on the island.
Locals were saying that despite there being plans to open a resort in 2025, nothing has been torn down or built on any of the islands.
One of the guys' dad just bought Epstein Island. And they invited me to Epstein Island.
And after hearing popular creators saying that they were allegedly invited to the island, I couldn't help but wonder what's going on there today. When will this resort be built? And why are people allegedly getting invited?
Gentlemen, it's time to devise a game plan. I think we fly the drone from here all the way to the island and see what's going on.
So we flew the drone from our conveniently placed Airbnb to figure out what the island's looking like today and how tight their security is.
Epstein Island's right here.
But the closer I got to the island, my drone randomly started losing connection.
Dude, I'm losing signal. I lose signal every time I get towards the island. This is crazy.
So we went to the marina to ask people how to get to the island, because I clearly couldn't just fly a drone.
Almost a year ago, a document was released with cell phone data from all of the people that were known on Epstein Island, and allegedly they all left from here in this port over here. American Yacht Harbor. This is the port that we're at. What are the chances we could look at the boats?
Yeah, you can look up.
I can? It's unlocked?
I somehow finessed my way beyond their gates and onto the docks.
Epstein actually owned part of it and would take his victims to his island, or, you know, just the people that are traveling. Dude, we heard that this is the harbor where apparently Epstein would like bring people from. It's one of those docks. I don't know. I think it was just his workers. Like, his workers. Okay. Sorry. To see what's there now. What's it like today? Because apparently they're building a resort there, right?
You want to know what's going on there?
Yeah.
Not a damn thing. Ain't nobody allowed on the island.
Really? Why do you think that is?
Why do you think?
So what do you think they're going to do with it in the future? You think they're going to just keep it how it is?
I don't know.
Okay.
I hope they turn it into something good. I don't think there's any plans for it anytime soon. The only thing I've heard right here is that someone's supposed to buy it and just put a resort on it.
That's what we've heard too. I want to go to the public records office and see if they've done any permits or anything. Really?
Yeah. It's like government. It's like government crap. You know, there's always
conspiracies.
Yeah, conspiracies and corruption.
And after security kicked us out of the harbor, we drove to the closest jet ski rental place to try and go to the island ourselves.
Can we see Little St. James too?
I'm thinking right by Epstein Island. Oh, let's do it. Down.
So it's 800 for everyone to go take us there?
Yeah.
For an hour?
Hour.
All right. See you tomorrow.
No problem.
And the second we were about to go out on the water, things started to get a bit tense.
Well, it's not looking too hot. We just began downpouring right as we were supposed to get on the jet skis, so now the waves are going to be
As you
can see out there, there are some white caps. But what I know about conning boats is that white caps are not good. So about 2 miles to my right, Epstein Island stands. We've already flown a drone to kind of scout out the area. There's a lot of things that can go wrong right now. I'm just praying that we don't get caught and arrested. Our flight is literally tomorrow, so I really just don't want to spend the night in jail. JC, what do you think we're going to find out there?
We want to be real?
Yeah.
We're not gonna find. All I'm gonna say is they're not gonna be redacted after I'm done with it.
Oh yeah.
The Epstein files.
What are you gonna do?
We're gonna find every single file.
Yeah, we're coming for you. We'll be there.
Hi boys, we're off on the jet skis. This has been long awaited.
That's facts, bro. Hey, white people have no fear, bro. I'm not going nowhere near this island. You know what I'm saying? I'm not touching, bro. What?
And it's gotta happen for the people.
And the closer we got to the island, the choppier the waves got. And on top of that, it was supposed to start raining again in about 40 minutes.
Absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous here. We made it out to the tip of St. Thomas, which is right behind me. Right over there is Epstein Island's Great St. James, okay? And behind that island is where Epstein Island is.
So we approached it as fast as we possibly could with all of our camera gear and the choppy waves.
This is one of Epstein's islands right here. Okay, our guide is saying that there's rain coming from that way, so we kind of have to make it quick. Right around this corner, Epstein, we should see Epstein Island in the temple. There it is. The famous temple.
Oh, shoot. That's that temple that, hey.
And right as we turned around the corner,
remember that golden temple with the golden top?
these waves began to get absolutely massive. I noticed that this island
It's right there, bro. With the golden dome that was supposed to be on top of it.
and was almost completely protected by rocks and coral reef that could easily capsize boats.
The temple is painted white. That looks like a security boat.
I couldn't tell if it was my mind messing with me or not, but the vibes outside of this place were extremely dark and something didn't feel right.
Oh my God, this is
What's good,
so
bro? What's good?
I'm not leaving until I make it on this island. The temple's right there. There's guards right there. There's security patrolling over there. They're already coming out. There's people on guard on carts right there. I'd imagine people come and look at the island all the time anyway. So this is not too out of the norm. There's definitely a lot of tourism out here, so I don't think this alarms them. Although they do have a side-by-side that is coming towards us on an island right there. I see its headlights. They're angled at us. They're trying to let us know that they know we're here. What do you think is gonna happen?
They know we're here.
They know we're here. We were too obvious. But there's a rainstorm coming, so we have to be quick, bro. Let's go. We gotta go.
They're gonna keep going?
And as we raced against the storm, I couldn't help but spot a boat that looked a lot like a security boat.
There's the temple. Oh my God, massive waves.
And as we approached the open ocean, the waves began getting massive. But we moved onward and looked for the best spot that we could possibly take the jet skis to access the island.
I feel like I can make it on the island right over there. There's some
Are they
steps
really
and
about to
ruins
go
over
to
there.
the
I have a
island
feeling I
like
can
that?
make it over there. Epstein's famous temple is right over there. We have the famous sundial. I don't see any camera equipment, and it looks like there's only like 1 or 2 security guards on the island. I was thinking we go on the stairs and it. No, the security's on their golf cart up there watching us. Bro, it's cooked. It looks like they picked an island where there's rocks blocking every beach. It appears we're having a little bit of a standoff with their security. Right there, they're on their golf cart, sneaking over, patrolling this whole entire island. Guards are up on that hill right there, watching, but there's a beach right here. There's loads of signs. There's security right there. On their golf cart.
As I keep driving around the island, the security does not leave me alone.
We're on the radio right now.
And as I drove around the island, the tour guide ended up leaving us. So we had a limited amount of time before he realized we weren't following him, where we could try and get on the island.
Are they leaving? Bro, we should go on. We're going in straight at them.
Ah, yeah, they was risking
And
it
the
all, wasn't
second
they?
I got close to the island, the tour guide tried telling me I had to leave.
There's people taking pictures on the island.
Who are these people, bro? What do you know?
Is that Epstein?
Okay, now here's where things get really interesting. So there's this viral video that's been circulating the internet for years now, where this drone went to Epstein Island after Epstein was found dead, and they apparently saw him sitting on a golf cart, where he then looks up at the drone, gets back into his golf cart, and drives directly into a garage. This video took the internet by storm, and people were convinced for years that this was Epstein. But if you compare the guy to the guy who's at the house, who's also wearing the exact same shirt, it becomes very apparent that this is not Epstein. And this guy looks nothing like Epstein. Moral of that story is don't believe everything you've seen on the internet.
There's people taking pictures, bro. There's people on the island right now taking photos of us. I just want to talk and see what's happening. Okay.
And as I faked out the tour guide one more time, I pulled up to the dock to ask some questions.
Really?
Question. Excuse me. When I heard there's a resort, I heard there's supposed to be a resort getting built. A resort being built? Like a resort. I've seen there's supposed to be a resort here. Hold on. She waved me in.
So since she waved me in to come closer to the dock so she could hear me, I made sure to take full advantage of this.
I heard there's supposed to be like a resort getting built here soon. Is that true? Really? Okay. Why are you being a little passive aggressive? I'm just curious. Why are you being a little passive aggressive with that answer? Why are you being closed off? Because I'm curious for the public, you know what I mean? When's the resort getting built? I believe there is one getting built, but when? What's going on now? What's happening on the island now?
She begins making a phone call and quickly turns away from my camera.
Just curious, bro. I know a lot of people are wondering. I can leave if you would like, ma'am. I'm just curious. I really don't mean to, annoy you. You know what I mean? She's ignoring me. Wow, you're being a little bit hostile.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why this lady couldn't just answer my question. It's not a hard question. It was literally announced to the public that they're opening a resort on the island. And let me know if I'm wrong, but I feel like if she said yes or no, that doesn't break an NDA because she's not disclosing any information that's not already public. So I said something I probably shouldn't have to try and get her to talk.
Are there still kids on this island?
What I said to that lady is not a factual claim or allegation of wrongdoing. It was simply a literary device used in an attempt to extract wanted information.
I'm sketched out now because you're ignoring me and you're making phone calls trying to I don't know if you're trying to intimidate me or what, but it's not really working. Is there somebody maybe I could talk to? I'm really just curious. Am I not allowed to be here? All right, ma'am, you have a good day. If you were curious about what's happening on Epstein Island right now, there's girls taking photos of us from inside of there. There doesn't seem to be any construction yet. Not to say that there's not going to be. The lady on the boat won't talk to me, and now they have a security coming on the golf cart. Is everything all right? Everything good? Oh, shit, he's getting the boat. All right, we gotta go.
go. We gotta 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 go. Go, go, go. They're hopping on the boat. They're chasing us. The guy's getting on the boat. We're getting chased off Epstein Island. I don't know what the lady said to that guy. They're being so weird. What's going on? We gotta get the fuck out of here. Oh my God.
And while we raced back to return our jet skis, I couldn't help but think about actually walking on the island. So the next day, we went to a different jet ski company because this guy kept rushing us. And
I know you lying, fam. I know this nigga ain't go back the next day. Holla back, he holla about, I wanna walk on the island, bruh.
Wouldn't let us go on the...
Bro, these is human traffickers. I'm allegedly. I am not great, you know what I'm saying?
Beach, even though he said he would. All so we can actually get on the island. All right, we're at the jet ski. This is our last chance. We have 5 hours before our flight, and we get out of here. It's our last chance. Yesterday we got scammed out of $800. We weren't even able to do anything. I just yelled at the people on the dock, and then they sent security chasing us. So round 2. This time we're actually gonna make it to land, bro. We're gonna actually get on and find out what's going on. What's it like today? Why haven't they changed anything yet? You know?
It's a little bumpy out there. You guys good with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's worse than yesterday, and now we're actually going to shore. So, bro, what if we like get knocked out unconsciously trying to swim?
Okay, chill.
Hold on, y'all. Did he say he paid $800 to get this boat? I wouldn't listen. I'm still thinking about him really about to walk on this island. What did he say?
Next day, we went to a island. Out of here. It's our last chance. Yesterday we got scammed out of $800. We weren't even able to do anything. I just yelled.
They paid $800 to do the jet skis the day before?
The people on the dock, and then they sent security chasing us. So
hey, $800 to do some jet skis is wild. $800 to do jet skis.
There's 2 things you guys gotta remember. You have the right to remain silent.
Oh my God.
Anything you say will be used against you in the court of law. So with that in mind, I would like to invoke my 5th Amendment. That's the one sentence you need to...
I'm pretty sure Jeffrey Epstein said that exact sentence.
Guys, I just realized this is the same place that my king rented a jet ski from to go to the island. Yo, wait, guys. I just realized we can't go from here. We can't get it from here. Wow. This is where Tyler Oliveira went, and I don't want to copy him. You know what I'm saying? I think we should just go home. Yeah, we just gotta go home.
You guys are rivals.
Sign. Initial letters.
Yeah.
No, I actually copy like all of his videos. I'm not gonna lie with you. I copy every single thing. I'll steal his thumbnails, his titles, and I'll post like the same video a couple weeks after usually. Yeah.
Disclaimer, don't go to anybody's island. I see his videotaping. It's all private.
And with that being said, we only had about 2 hours to make this all happen.
All right, boys, it's official. Round 2, we're making it happen. Any last words, JC? I'm terrified. I'm terrified. We have to take a gas.
Oh, so we're good. But regardless, we went out on the open ocean and immediately we're getting swarmed by waves. The camera doesn't do it justice, but the waves were worse than the day before, which would literally make this happen to JC.
The waves are so bad, I f***ing smacked my head into the back bat. This is crazy, bro. You need to go back? No, we're already here, bro. Epstein Island is right behind me, and we are sneaking onto it right now.
The game plan was simple. Nico and I are going to storm the island at 2 different angles. This way we hopefully outnumber the security and are able to actually get on the island. But the closer we got to the house, the bigger the waves got. And as we were storming the beach, I spotted a golf cart following us right from the shore.
I can't swim in this. Yeah, bro.
It's really hard to tell on camera, but the current was extremely strong rushing to the beach, and some of these waves were 5 to 10 feet tall. If I swim to this beach, there's no way I could swim back out to the jet ski, so we rushed it back to Nico so we can sneak on together. And that might have been the biggest mistake. So we pulled up to the only beach that didn't have deadly waves and began swimming to shore.
Oh, they really? Bro, these people are really going... Boy, ain't no way, dog. Ain't no way. Boy, ain't no way, y'all.
Yo, wait, where are my goggles?
And with having lost my goggles, the worst possible thing happened. And I didn't know it yet, but all of those black balls that you can see are sea urchins.
Wow, sea urchins, bro. These rocks are f***ing bad. Oh my shit. I stood up on the sand, there's f***ing sea urchins. Ow. Yo.
Unsure if these sea urchins were poisonous or not, we rushed Nico onto the jet ski so we could take him to the nearby hospital.
Nico, stepped on a sea urchin and got them in his hands, bro. And now their skin's burning. We're out of fuel. So we gotta get the heck out of here.
We did get on the island, but no trouble. We're going to the hospital literally right now.
Oh, those will come out, man. Dude, those will come out, man. Just get something to pull them out. You're fine.
I think the job is not finished. We literally have a flight to catch. Let us know if you want us to do this again. If this video gets 50,000 likes, we'll come back. Check out the time I snuck into Scientology for a year in order to find my lost cousin.
Hey, bruh. Oh, no, y'all. I think they was doing a bit too much, Phil. Ain't no way. Ain't no way y'all see me do something crazy like that. I thought they was really about to go on to the island. We might not even have his video right now. They would have been got. They would have been got for real, y'all. What else has been happening out here in these streets? Play too much, dog. Play way too much. Big names in the Epstein.
All right, let's talk about the Epi files, namely the big names that you probably know that are in the documents. Donald Trump, of course, in the documents. William Gates, aka Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Jay-Z, Pusha T. And then we're gonna talk about some dude named Howard that's named in the documents. You probably don't know him, but
yo, what's good? What's good?
After this. But first, to understand all of this, what you have to know is the Department of Justice under Donald Trump had a problem.
I appreciate you clicking on my live, bro.
Congress
Welcome.
A law saying y'all got to release those files. The Department of Justice said, all the files? Congress said, yeah. Did I stutter? So after a bunch of stalling, the Department of Justice said, okay, look.
Even better than Mr. Beast? Oh my gosh,
here's half the documents, and that's what you got. Those were the files that were recently released. 3 million pages out of 6 million pages.
Hold on. Yeah, where's the video where he said he claimed to be, I think it's on his, hold on. Let me go back real quick. I'm gonna go back.
Behind me is
I'm gonna go to Instagram. I'm about to search him up on Instagram. Hold on. I'm talking that bull.
behind me is Epstein Island, and we are sneaking onto it.
Hold on real quick, y'all. Here it is, right here.
Hey guys, just remember, I have no intentions of going missing. Okay, I love my life, and if I ever disappear, it's not on my own accord. So anyway, just admire this real quickly. Tell my family I love them. Hey. Yo, this is crazy. Watch what happens when I try going on Instagram. I click on my page, change password. We've locked your account to protect you from a possible hack. To recover your account, set a new password. Boys, I think I'm getting hacked. What the fudge is happening? Oh my god. Yo, this is, oh my god, this is disgusting.
Nigga smiling about it though. He's happy as hell.
This is so disgusting.
I'm not leaving until I make it on this island. The temple's right there. Yo, this is, hey guys, this is everything that's happened since I've gotten back from Epstein Island. So about 2 weeks ago, my boys and I went to Epstein Island to try and see what's going on there today. I heard there's supposed to be like a resort getting built here soon. Is that true? And quickly after posting my YouTube video, I began getting flat tires in my car. I walk outside to a flat tire. At first I thought it was a coincidence, but after having 2 flat tires within 2 weeks, I started thinking that I was being targeted. So I called the tire repair guy to come to the place where my car was parked. And after he fixed it, I parked it back at the top of the parking garage. A few hours later, my tire was flat again. You can't make this up. It literally looks flat. Bro, what do I do in this situation?
It's supposed to be a brand new tire. Did he change? Did he change
Watch him change it.
Later that night, I began seeing black SUVs shining their lights in my windows, where I turned off all my lights so they could no longer see inside. A few hours later, I tried to leave, but the car was waiting outside. I went to go confront him, he drove off, my camera cut. Then earlier this morning, it looked like I was being followed by a Home Depot van, so I made a TikTok about it. I have a feeling I'm just paranoid about all of this, but I'll keep documenting everything anyway. This is getting ridiculous. This looks like the same car that's at Nico's. Yo.
Yeah, they'll park on all sides of the house. They'll try to stop.
Tierney, turn off the lights. Turn off the lights. They're outside. Look. Hey, I see you. This is the second time I've gotten a flat tire in the last 2 weeks. Because 2 weeks.
Bruh. I feel like all this is made up, bruh. All this is made up, bruh. Yeah, for sure, 100%. They're gonna come out with a video. How I fooled the internet. How I fooled the internet. You feel like his friends are exactly. Hey, he had $800 to spend on them jet skis. He got money to rent out some black cars for the day, for a few hours, for sure. He lying. He definitely lying, bro. All right, I think there was another. What time is it, y'all? I still gotta cook, bro. I'm about to cook dinner tonight, y'all. It's a scheme. Nah, facts. Big facts. For the views, huh? Definitely. Oh, that's why I wanted to check out this with y'all, man. So I made a short, bruh. I made a short, and in one of the shorts, it talked about Oktoberfest. Bruh, I have no clue what Oktoberfest is. I'm not gonna hold you. So yeah, I made a short, and it says something about Oktoberfest, bruh. Never heard of Oktoberfest, so I thought, why not check out what this is with y'all, man. What's for dinner are you cooking? I am cooking. I'm making some chicken. Gonna fry some onions, some peppers, some rice. Gonna steam some broccoli. Dinner for two? You already know. Let me check this out,
Munich's
bruh.
annual beer festival, Oktoberfest, has quite a sinister past.
Oktoberfest.
Most visitors in their traditional Dirndls and lederhosen probably don't know much about it.
Apparently, I think this is in Germany.
The Oktoberfest dates back to the later King Ludwig of Bavaria and Princess Theresa Charlotte Louisa of Saxony-Hildburghausen. When they got married in 1810, the Kingdom of Bavaria was still very young, just 4 years old to be precise.
A festival was needed to lend an identity to this new kingdom. You have to bear in mind that Bavaria had acquired new territories and people, the Franconians, which they're still sad about today, and Swabians. These needed to be integrated.
The highlight of the 5-day wedding celebration was a big horse racing event held on October 17th, 1810. The whole occasion was the first ever Oktoberfest. And right from the start, it was held here on this field, which at the time was still on the outskirts of Munich. The grounds were named Theresienwiese in honor of the bride. The Bavarian Farmers Association decided to hold the festival every year, and thus a new tradition was born.
Bro, have y'all heard of this?
An important milestone came in 1880, when the authorities allowed the sale of beer.
The major breweries had the capital and economic power. So they brought in these big festival halls. And that's when the festival became a beer festival and acquired its image.
Nah, I haven't.
The Oktoberfest became an important economic factor for the region. For many Bavarians, it was almost a sacred event. There were huge celebrations to mark the 100th anniversary of the Oktoberfest. But today, not many people know about the various events organised to attract even more visitors to the annual festival. For example, so-called freak shows and human zoos. As in other parts of Europe, groups of people were put on display in what was known as human zoos. The pretext was ethnological interest. These shows were a great success in Munich too. The showman Karl Gabriel is still famous today for his legendary and still ongoing Oktoberfest attractions, such as the Motordrome and the Devil's Wheel. But few people know that he earned a great deal putting on racist, inhumane shows.
Wow.
When the Nazis started gaining influence, they argued against these human shows, saying they posed too much risk of what they called racial mixing. After they came to power, they also took control of the Oktoberfest. They saw it as a means of spreading their propaganda. Swastikas replaced Bavarian flags. The Nazis instrumentalized the event to emphasize their closeness to the German people, banning Jews, dissidents and beggars from attending. In 1938, they even changed its name to Big German Festival. Adolf Hitler himself never attended the festival, but other Nazis did, and it remained under their control until the war broke out. During the Second World War, 60,000 high-explosive bombs and 3.5 million incendiary bombs reduced Munich to rubble. After the war, it was unclear whether the Oktoberfest would be revived. But many wanted the show to go on, as if the Nazi era with its crimes had never happened. A depoliticized image of Munich was projected to the world.
Mit 48 Musikkapellen und 239 Trachtengruppen vorbei an mehr als 300.000 Zuschauern und bei strahlendem Sonnenschein zog ein 5,5 Kilometer langer Festzug durch die Straßen der Stadt. Auf geht's, das Bier fließt, die Ochsen braten am Spieß, die Backhändel drehen sich am Rost, die Wiesn hat begonnen. Meine Herrschaften, was man hier in München sehen kann, ist absolut einmalig.
In 1957, the population of Munich broke the 1 million mark. The Oktoberfest...
I'm about to watch this, bro. I want to see what they got going on today.
To pieces, rubble everywhere. I couldn't understand as a child. When you're 12, you don't think of a bomb.
Now, a monument commemorates the victims of one of the most brutal terrorist attacks in post-war Germany. The incident didn't stop people coming to the Oktoberfest. In 1985, people come from the world over to enjoy these exceptional...
But it's not.
Hey, don't judge me because I don't know what this is, bro. I see why I don't know what it is. I see why. I see none of my people there, bro. I see none of my people. I don't see no people of color in that video or in Oktoberfest. Plus, they was racist. Why would I know about this event? They were really grilling me in the short, y'all. They was grilling me in the short because I didn't know what this event was, bro. I see why I don't know what this event is. Do I know who? Who's Natalie Reynolds? Who is Natalie Reynolds? Why would I know this person? Who is this? They just make shorts. This person? You You talking about this person? She copies everyone. What do you mean she copies everyone?
I'm running out of money. I'm running out of money. I got like no cash. What? Help me.
How come when other creators copy a video, y'all want to say in the comments, oh, she's just following a trend,
Oh.
she's doing the trends. But when I do a trend, everyone in my comments wants to say, oh, she's copying the video. She's so unoriginal. She would have no platform if she didn't copy videos. I just follow the trends, but I make them better. How come?
For real, y'all? I've never heard of this girl before. Is this like a big deal? I've never heard of it. Hold on, let me search up something. I need a comparison video. I need somebody talking about it. Like, I want to see the people she copying off of. She pushed a homeless lady on the lake because she said, I will give you $20 when the homeless lady fell on the lake. She said she didn't know how to swim. Oh, Brooke. Yeah, I see. This girl, Brooke. Brooke Monk.
People are now calling out Brooke Monk for copying Natalie's outfit ideas. Fans are now freaking out because Brooke Monk has never, ever copied Natalie. But now she's completely copied.
I don't know how we got here, Snare. I don't know how we got.
They are now friends, or is it war? People are now.
I don't know how we got here, bruh. Why should I know this person? Why should I know this person? Nara copies Angizwa to this day. Who's that? Bro, I don't know them people either. I don't watch social media, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't be watching none of this stuff, bro. I don't be watching people on the internet, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. You barely know Nara. Who is Nara? I don't know. She could copy your videos too. Nah, I doubt she'll copy my video. Why would she copy my video? I don't do dance challenges or nothing like that. So I don't got nothing for her to copy. You feel me? Which person? She can copy everyone, even if they aren't dancing. Bruh. She must be big on TikTok or something. They're both South African content creators. So they doing what she's doing? Natalie Reynolds? They basically doing what she's doing? They make food from scratch. Oh. Oh, she got banned. Did she get banned from copying? What? For copying people's content? But she was probably copying to the T. Hold on, what's Nara look like? What's her YouTube channel? Let me see what Nara look like. She moved to Germany. Who? She made Coca-Cola from scratch? Hold on. Nara. Here it is right here. Nara Smith. 1.5 mil. Oh, she look. Oh, I've seen this. Hold on, y'all.
Husband mentioned that he was craving Coca-Cola the other day, and since we were out of soda, I decided to make him some today. I started by making my caramel sugar by combining some water and sugar, letting that come to the hard crack stage before pouring it out and letting it cool.
Literally
Once it
down
was
to
all
the
cooled
sugar
down, I
from
broke it
scratch.
up and set it aside and moved on to zesting my citrus. I started by zesting some oranges, some lemon, and lastly, I also zested some lime. I moved on to
Hey, she's
grinding
bad,
all
though.
my spices.
I ain't gonna
I
hold you, she
started
look
by
nice.
combining some nutmeg, cinnamon, some vanilla, coriander seeds, rose hips, some lime leaves, and some cola nut. Before grinding that into a fine powder, I combined the last round of ingredients, which were some water with different sugars, the citrus that we zested earlier, and we can't forget about our citric and malic acid, and also the caramel sugar we made earlier. I set that into a water bath and let that all come together for about an hour and a half on the stove before straining it through a fine mesh strainer. I popped that in the fridge until it was cold, and then it was time to have our soda. I combined some cola syrup with sparkling water, and this tasted exactly like Coke. And when I made Lucky a glass, he was so
Bruh, she
impressed
made
that he had
Coke.
to have another glass after. My husband
Hey, she's dope, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Hold on. Let me check out some more Nara Smith. Let me go to her. Let me go to her. Actually, let me go to her TikTok. That's what we do. We go to her TikTok. Cooking. Hold on, y'all. Look at the hairstyle.
Growing up in Germany, we always had this specific dish for Christmas. So now that I'm the one making Christmas dinner, this is what I make. I start by making my braised cabbage. I thinly slice up some red cabbage, grate some apple, transfer all of that to a heavy bottom.
I might be able to learn a
Let that
thing or
simmer
two
for
from
about
her.
an hour with some apple cider vinegar, some sugar, just a
She can cook
smidge of
anything.
broth. While that's getting to know each other, I move on to making my beef rouladen. I thinly pounded out some sirloin, spread some German mustard on it, put down a slice of bacon, some diced onions, diced pickles, and I tie that up with some twine, and I repeat that with all of my pieces of beef. Once that stage of prep is done, I sear them off before taking them out of the pot and prepping my carrots and onions to go in. I saute them, add some red wine, deglaze my pot.
Oh, yeah,
before
she a
adding in some
cook,
bay
huh?
leaves, tomato paste, and some beef stock. At this point, my beef goes back in and I let that simmer for about 2 to 3 hours. While that's going, I make my mom-in-law's famous pretzel salad. Oddly enough, I can never get it right. It consists of a pretzel crust, some Cool Whip and cream cheese as the second layer, and then some raspberries and jello on top. Once that's assembled, I pop it in the fridge until we're done with dinner. Growing up, I hated Brussels sprouts, but now I've come around
I love
to
Brussels
it, and
sprouts,
they're actually
y'all.
one of my favorite vegetable if done right.
That's one of my
I put
favorite
those in the
too.
oven to roast, and in the meantime, I boil some baby potatoes to go as one of the sides. Before serving, I like thickening my gravy with a little bit of cornstarch, and then we were done.
Yeah, y'all, this is
Plated
making
my
me hungry.
potatoes with
I
some
definitely
butter,
can't wait to
parsley, and
cook.
salt. That's how my grandma did it.
I might have to order some Brussels sprouts after
There's
this.
truly nothing the kids love more than baking chocolate chip oatmeal cookies, especially.
I want to see her make
parents are
something
about
else
to
from
get on a
scratch.
9-hour flight, so I needed to make them a little sweet treat before they left. I needed something relatively quick, so I made them some cinnamon roll bites. I let my yeast bloom with some sugar, added in
Cinnamon
my
rolls from
flour and
scratch?
an egg.
Look at the
And once that
hairstyle
came
though.
together,
Fire.
I kneaded it for about 7 minutes. I transferred that to a bowl and let that rise for 2 hours. In the meantime, I melted some butter and combined some brown sugar and cinnamon. And once my dough was done, I formed it into little balls and dipped them in the melted butter first. Before
These cinnamon roll
rolling them in
balls?
my brown sugar and cinnamon mixture. I repeated that with all of my dough. I placed all of my balls into a cast iron skillet and moved on to making my little topping. This was super quick. I just melted down some butter, cinnamon, brown sugar, and poured that on top. And then it was time for the second rise. This one was about 45 minutes. And once they were done rising, I poured over some heavy cream, popped those in the oven for about 30 minutes, and got started on my glaze. The glaze was very simple, just some heavy cream and powdered sugar. 30 minutes later, they were golden brown and bubbling, drizzled over my glaze, and it was time to dig in. These were absolutely stunning.
It's definitely giving ASMR her voice.
There is something so fun about switching up my. This has been. Looking at the weather outside made me realize that we had to turn on a Christmas movie. Even though it's winter,
101 Dalmatians is what this looked like.
Especially an Oreo one. So I decided to make a peppermint ice cream Oreo sandwich. I combined my milk, heavy cream, sugar, vanilla, and peppermint extract. Let that churn for about an hour while I got started on my Oreos.
Oh, she the real deal, y'all. She the real deal.
Sprinkle of salt. I set that aside and in the meantime creamed together my butter, brown sugar, and granulated sugar. Once that came together, I added an
This
egg,
dude sound like an
some
ASMR.
vanilla, and then added my dry ingredients to my wet. Once it got to the consistency I wanted, I popped that in the fridge for about 30 minutes, and then it was time to roll it out. I didn't want them too thin, but also not too thick. So once I got it to the thickness I wanted, I took my gingerbread cutter and shaped them into little gingerbread men.
Somebody said I'm gonna tell my kids this was Cindy Lou Who.
Before placing them back on my baking sheet and popping them in the fridge for another 15 minutes. At this point, my ice cream was soft serve consistency.
Ooh, that
so
ice cream
I spread
look
it on a
good.
baking tray and put it
What
in
are we
the
doing with
fridge
it,
for
though?
about 30 more minutes. I baked my Oreos for about 10 minutes and then let them cool. After giving my ice cream another 15 minutes,
Oh,
I
we
used the
making.
same cookie
Oh,
cutter to cut my ice cream to fit my cookies perfectly. And these were absolutely
Nah, fam, I
stunning.
needs her, boy.
Started.
I needs her as a personal chef. Okay, hold on. Let's see this breakfast real quick.
And while I was patiently waiting for them to wake up, I decided to get started on making
Hey,
some
y'all.
breakfast. We had an abundance of citrus, so I decided to make some sugared mandarins to sit on the table, just to make breakfast a little extra special. I brushed all my mandarins, clementines, and oranges with some egg white.
Why we doing
With
that?
some sugar, set those aside for a couple hours while I got started on my crepes.
She be having me so confused because what kind of breakfast are we making? We gotta put sugar and rub stuff on the outside of oranges. Like, what we doing?
Ingredients added in my flour, and also added in some algae oil and some melted butter. I gave that a whisk, poured it on my hot griddle, and repeated
Some
that
pancakes?
with all of my batter. I set those aside, made Lucky Squeeze
fresh
some
orange
oranges,
juice.
and added the juice into a pan with some melted butter, sugar, and let that
Hold on, where we
reduce
going?
until it became all syrupy. While that was going, I folded up my crepes and assembled them on my platter.
Oh.
I like folding them into little triangles, but rolls will do just fine as well. I spooned over my hot orange syrup, some mandarin zest, and at this point I heard little footsteps and voices, seeing them so
Oh, they was just decorations.
Today was one of
Oh
those
my
moments
God.
for my kids to
Even the decorations is real, y'all. I know y'all be having back at home. I don't know if y'all do it at SA or not, but back at home, you know what I'm saying? They be having the fake fruit, and the fake fruit be having that stuff on it. I don't know if y'all do that where y'all from. People think she didn't originate these recipes? Okay, hold on, let me check. Oh, freak yeah.
Distracting me. We're having a jacket potato. I haven't had one in so long.
A what potato?
Putting some butter in it. I like my jacket potatoes with tuna. I know that's controversial.
She call it a
But
jacket
tonight
potato?
I made a roast, so we're gonna have that on it. I caramelized some onions, so I'm gonna put those on. I just cooked them down.
Hey, her man be eating good, y'all. Her man be eating good, you hear me?
With some soy sauce. I'm not super hungry, but I just wanted something like.
Nah, I look good. Hold on.
When I rolled out of bed this morning, Lucky told me that he ran out of his hair pomade. So while he was going through his morning routine, I decided to just make him some really quick for when he's done. I combined some beeswax, shea butter, coconut oil, let that all melt together.
Does she not? Does she know? Does she know how to make
I
everything?
also added in a few drops of rosemary oil.
Am I glazing?
Mix before I grabbed my little tin and poured my mixture inside. Since it's gotten really cold, this didn't take long to set. And about 30 minutes later, he came out the shower.
She made this nigga some hair grease. She made him some hair grease, bruh.
One fragrance.
That's something my grandma could do or something.
Home and asked me what a candy bracelet is. I knew it was time to find.
Yeah, she likes them off
her.
Disney.
I got so excited since these are so nostalgic. So I got in the kitchen and decided to make her one really quick. Separated my eggs, started whipping up my egg whites and gradually adding in some sugar to make a meringue. Once everything looked glossy and white, I divided it in two and put it in separate bowls before adding some purple color and pink color to my two batches. I wanted these to be pastel colors since her favorite colors are pink and purple. I gave those a mix and then filled them over to my piping bags. I started by piping my pink meringue and put the purple one in the fridge to chill. And this was the most tedious but also fun part. I piped all these small
Who y'all? I'm gonna check her out. Who is it called?
tray, which took me about 2 hours. Once the pink was done, I moved on to the purple and then popped them in the oven for about 2 hours. Turned my oven
Are these
off,
Cheerios?
let them cool down in the oven for another hour. I then transferred everything
Candy
to my
bracelet?
plate and started on my bracelets. I threaded my meringue on, alternating between the pink and purple. Rumble loved it, and 10 minutes later, she asked me for another.
Bro, I bet she got a video making water, y'all. She got a video making
My
water,
husband
I
tells me
guarantee
he
you.
misses my curly hair at least.
Who's the other person y'all said I should look up? Oh, let me check this one out.
There's nothing worse to me than peeling and chopping garlic. It's so tedious and you're left with sticky and smelly garlic fingers. Everything with my neutral before letting it cool, straining it bottom.
Not making water. Ooh, hold on. She got the pasta right here. Hold on. It's the
tossing
last one
and
I'm gonna watch,
turning
y'all.
my
It's the last one I'm
phone
gonna
and just
watch.
gave up on sleep since all I could think about was bulldog carbonara. And since that craving wouldn't stop, I went downstairs and made myself some. I started by making my mozzarella, heating up my milk and adding in some white vinegar. I strained my curds, stretched them out, and once they looked smooth, I formed them into a ball and set them aside in some cold water. I grabbed my rice that had been soaking for a few hours, let that strain and sit for about 2 hours just to dry out a little bit more. And in the meantime, I decided to start on my sauce by combining some butter, gochujang, heavy cream.
Hey, I'm a foodie. I'm a
some
big
chicken
foodie, bro.
bouillon, a sprinkle of paprika, garlic, and onion powder, and just a tinge of brown sugar. I let that simmer for about 5 minutes, and while that was going, I ground down my rice and sifted it. I combined that with some cornstarch and water and heated that up. Once it hit the consistency I wanted, I pounded it out until it was smooth and divided it into 5 portions before rolling those out and cutting them into individual rice cakes. I repeated that with all
Rice
of my dough
cakes?
and then moved on to chopping up my mozzarella. I added my rice cakes to my sauce, let those simmer for a few minutes before adding in my mozzarella.
My mouth
While
is
that was
watering.
melting and getting to know each other, I sliced
The
up
fresh
some
onions?
scallions, and then it was time to plate.
Oh my gosh,
This
y'all.
was absolutely stunning and the perfect midnight snack. I was tossing and turning.
Midnight snack, bro.
just
What?
gave up on sleep.
Midnight snack is wild, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. What is her name? Hold on, let me search up this person. Hold on, let me search up this person real quick. Her name is, how you pronounce his name? Guess, how do you pronounce that name? Is she on TikTok? I don't see her video. I don't think this person's her. Nah, that ain't her. Oh, I searched up the wrong name. What's her TikTok name, y'all? I don't think that's her TikTok name. I don't think that's her. Perfect. What do you mean perfect? Oh, engaged. Hold on, what? Oh, and Gezwa is the TikTok name? I'm about to give up on you. I'm about to give up on y'all. Nah, what's her TikTok name? Oh, let me see. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you, Snare. I still don't see her though. Or how the other lady? Oh, nah, I can't find her. What time is it? 6:33. I'm gonna get off here around 6:45. We can find that lady. I want to see her cooking videos. Okay, hold on. Let me see. There it is. Here it is. Stop shouting. My fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We've hit 200,000 followers on TikTok, and I
Oh
think
my
it is time
God.
to finally do that get to know me video I have been promising. Hi, I'm Onezwa, and I make meals using items that have grown, raised, or foraged. I'm 29 years
Hold on.
old.
It's a 16. It's a 20-minute video. I ain't gonna watch that whole thing. I'm trying to see you cook. Smoked eggplant. Bro, I've never ate an eggplant in my life. What does that taste
Hi,
like?
I'm Onezwa, and I
What
make
does an
meals using
eggplant
items
taste
that
like,
have
y'all?
grown, raised, or foraged.
How would you describe a taste of an eggplant? Is it sweet? Is it spicy? Is it? Oh, we grilling it. We smoking it. Okay. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if I would like an eggplant. If she's cooking, I might like it though. There's a lot happening right there. And she's making fresh noodles. Spaghetti, I mean. Hey, if I ever visit her home, I'd never leave. I don't think I ever leave. Hey, y'all might as well just say I came up missing, y'all.
Let me teach you how to make your song baka that is perfectly golden and perfectly cooked.
Teach
I use
me.
the big enamel mugs to
Teach
measure my
me.
ingredients. You're going to add 3 mugs or about 1 liter of warm water into a bowl. Then stir in 1/4 cup of sugar and add in 1 packet of yeast to let it bloom for about 10 minutes. That step is not necessary, but I prefer to do it. Then you're going to add 7 mugs or about 1.5 kgs of flour, half a tablespoon of salt, and then mix using a spatula to form a dough. Once the dough is combined, cover and rest it for about 20 minutes. Then we're going to stretch and fold the
Americanized European version or
into
something.
a nice tight ball. Then cover and rest it until it's doubled in size, about an hour ground. You don't want
Did she just put that mug under the ground?
You want the fire to be in an area with very little to no wind, because wind will blow the coals hot and scotch the bread. Once the dough is ready, generously oil the cast iron pan and lid. Transfer the dough and allow it to prove one more time next to the fire until it's filled the pot. Let's move on to the baking of the bread. You want to move the fire to the side and leave only the hot ash on the ground. You don't want any hot coals left behind because they will burn your bread before it's cooked through. Place the pot on the hot ash, then add more hot ash on the lid. Then you're going to add hot coals this time around the bread. This will create an oven to cook the bread on all sides. After 45 minutes, check the bread and add more hot ash as needed. So any area that is too light, you're going to add more hot ash there. Also rotate the pot.
I'm not coming
so the
home,
side
y'all.
that was closest to the fire is now away from the fire. Another 45 minutes and the bread should be fully baked.
That's how she making
If you have any
bread?
questions?
Come on, fam. She making bread outside on the ground. Bruh, I'm not coming back home. And she drank Black Label. Oh my gosh.
Shazam!
Oh my gosh. It's over. Yup. Take me. Take me, you hear me? Take me.
Hi, I'm Onazwa, and I make meals using.
Yeah. As I've seen all I needed to see. What's this? I'm trying to see her cooking. Is she cooking in this video?
Hi, I'm Onazwa, and I make meals using items that I've grown, raised, or foraged.
Hey, she out in the field with it, boy. Hey, that was 2 totally different women right there. This one out here in the field with it, boy. Everything's fresh, y'all. Yeah, this is how people live to be 140, 120 years old right here, y'all. This is a wifey for real. If a apocalypse came, hey, I need her on my team. I bet she know how to turn water to wine, y'all. Ooh, look at this plate. Hold on.
Sunday, let's cook lunch together. The drought.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all.
Garden, but we'll make do with what we have. I harvested these yesterday. I just need to bring them inside.
After this video, I gotta go cook. After this one, I gotta go cook myself. I'm getting hungry watching these.
I'm Onezwa, and I make meals using items that I've grown, raised, or foraged.
Wait till y'all see this plate right here. This mug. Claire, I need to check. I need to see that. What? How y'all do that to me?
Hi, it's Sunday. Let's go.
What happened to this video? Ah, and the plate looks so good. The finishing. Ah, it's so weak, y'all. That's so weak. Look at all these foods she has on her, bro. Hold on, what's she got to do with this?
If I'm gonna make a lobster roll, I am gonna go and get my own lobster out the ocean. Hi, I'm Onezwa, and I make meals using items that I've grown,
She went
raised,
and
or foraged.
she went and
I was
grabbed her own
born,
lobster?
raised, and still live in a small coastal village on the Eastern Cape's wild coast. And my family has lived here for generations, both paternal and maternal. And so everything that I know about the ocean and all that it provides is knowledge passed down through the generations. From fishing,
What's good, bro?
foraging, safe handling of seafood, cooking and storing it, those are all things that I learned from my elders. Seafood still remains the main source of protein for many people here, and
Where's she
especially
from?
me.
With the
I eat more
seafood.
seafood than I do meat. There are many villages along the coast that coexist with the ocean, and though I know that our normal is not the norm,
Look
we've
at
been
that
here
roll, y'all.
for many, many, many years, and I think that we'll be here for many more years to come. If I'm gonna make
Oh! Oh! Nigga, where is she from?
So the book is done, and you guys are gonna be able to buy it next year. But there are some recipes that did not make it into.
Hold on. Yeah, lobster look good. There's a lot of seafood on her. Oh no, where's she from, y'all? An octopus?
Let me teach you how to cook octopus.
She went to the ocean and caught the octopus?
You know what? Never mind. If you're in Joburg on the 17th of May, just come to my pop-up and I will cook octopus for you. Tickets are on the link in my bio. See you soon.
Oh, when's her next pop-up? I'm there. When is her next pop-up? I'm coming. Matter of fact, I'll come to Eastern Cape, my baby. I will come to Eastern Cape. You hear me? It's just so crazy how now this was old though. That was an old video. This was an old video. But it's so crazy to me how she just goes into the ocean, just catches the, you know what I'm saying? Then she come back to the farm. She got chickens running around. It's bro, everything fresh. Everything. Like she literally go to the ocean, catch her seafood, come back to the farm. Maybe she can kill a cow, got some chickens, whatever. Hey, Eastern Cape might be where it's at, dog. Oh. The garlic in there. Some lemon. Is this her salad? Did she make lasagna? Okay, I promise it's the last one. It's the last one, y'all. What's good, Prince? It's the last one, bro. Yeah, Prince, you late, my brother. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hi, I'm
But it's
Onezwa,
good to
and
see you in the
I make
chat
meals
though,
using
man.
items
I
that
ain't
I've
seen you in a
grown,
while.
raised, or foraged.
Bro, it really bothers me, bro, that she could just go to the ocean, catch the seafood, then got chickens right up at the house, bro. That's a luxury, bro. Like, you got all the meat you want. You got seafood, you got chicken, hamburger. Oh my. Fresh tomato. What's this? What she gonna do with this, y'all? Her spaghetti. This is her spaghetti, bruh. I think. What is that? What is it? What a chef. Yeah, y'all. I'm sold. I'm coming. I'm going to the pop-up. I'll be there. Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. Don't even worry about it, y'all. Everything's organic. Hell yeah. Hold on. I gotta check. I gotta do this for the video. For the video, y'all. Because I want to post this on YouTube. So we're gonna act like we didn't do this. We gotta show Prince anyways. Prince didn't see it. Look, Prince.
My husband mentioned that he was craving Coca-Cola the other day, and since
Coke from scratch, Prince.
I decided to make him some today.
Coke from scratch, bruh.
My caramel sugar by combining some water and sugar, letting that come to the hard crack stage before.
I can't get over this.
Letting it cool. Once it was all cooled down, I broke it up and set it aside. And
even the sugar.
Zesting my citrus, I started by zesting some oranges, some lemon, and lastly, I also zested some lime. I moved on to grinding up all of my spices. I started by combining some nutmeg, cinnamon, some vanilla, coriander seeds, rose hips.
How do you begin knowing how to make Coke, bro?
For grinding that into
I can't even, bro. I've had. Hold on, pause this. Like when you taste Coke, how can you even make out the taste? I'm not a Coke fan. I don't drink Coke, Pepsi, none of them sodas. I'm not a fan. But I've tasted it, bro. How do you even make out the flavors of a Coke?
Last round of ingredients with
like, bro,
water with different sugars, the citrus that we zested earlier, and we can't forget about our citric and malic acid. And also
is that what those stringy
made earlier? I set that into a water bath.
Citric
and
acid
that all come together for about an hour and a half on the stove before straining it through a fine mesh strainer. I popped that in the fridge until it was
watch
cold,
this, y'all.
And then it was time.
She only used a little bit. Y'all see, she only used a little bit.
Cold, and then it
Look
was
at that.
time to have our soda. I combined some cola syrup with sparkling water, and this tasted exactly like Coke. And when I made Lucky a glass, he was so impressed that he had to have another glass after.
That's crazy, bro. These ladies that we just checked out, they can turn water to wine. I'm telling you, water to wine, y'all. It's too hot in South. I didn't even know Coke has so many spices, bruh. Like, what flavor is it? Like, how do you even know what goes into it? It just tastes like sugar. Somebody said the old recipe or the new one. Yeah, she forgot to add a little extra. Y'all know what? Y'all know what to that. Your friends be making it? That she posted on TikTok though. She got posted on TikTok. That's what she gotta do. She gotta post it on TikTok. Y'all show me some today. I'm about to be on Nara Smith and what's her name? Unzwa. Onswa's content. I'm about to be on their page, looking at all their ingredients. Nigga, I'm inspired. Y'all about to, y'all should, hey, I'm about to get in this kitchen. I'm about to go crazy over in my kitchen. We got Coca-Cola at home, literally. Literally, though. We got Coca-Cola at home. Wow. Check out Sue Owino. She's the one that makes a similar content, right? I'm gonna check her out tomorrow. When I go live tomorrow, I'm gonna check her out. Sue, remind me, Claire. If you're in my lives, remind me. I'm gonna definitely check her out. Bro, she made it. I just can't get over that. But I'm about to be tuned in, y'all. Don't even worry about it. Definitely about to be tuned in. Let me see. Where am I at? Where am I looking for? Oh yeah, here we go. All right, y'all. Hold on, what y'all talking about? Your friends? Nah, your friends, our friends. Who's friends? What are y'all talking about? Her husband built her house. Hold on. You talking about Sue? Sue makes the food from scratch, so then her husband built her a house from scratch. That's fire. That's goals right there, y'all. That's couple goals right there. Go cook your noodles. I'm really about to chef it up over there. That's the crazy thing. Like I've been having my chicken thawed out. I'm really about to go crazy in the kitchen. Oh, the Coke lady. My friend. Okay, what was the original thing? What was y'all saying? Oh, my friend made Coke and every other day, and we don't appreciate them. We talking about that comment. Okay. Yeah, y'all know I just be a little slow sometimes. Remember who? Filthy rag? No, to filter the water. Ooh, that's gross. Prince, when we gonna finish? Fam, when we gonna finish? We have to finish Detroit Becomes Human. I don't know if we're gonna finish it tomorrow, but we gotta finish it, bro. Hold on, what type of water? Valpre. Hold on, let me go check my water, see what I got. Valpre. Oh, okay. I don't use no Valpre. I use Aquele. I use that Aquele. Aquele. That's what I use. I use that Aquele. Just say the word. Hey y'all think I should leave these lives on the page on the public? Y'all think I should leave these lives public or should I make them private? I've been making them private. If y'all notice, y'all can never find the lives. Y'all think I should make them public? After we go live, y'all think I should start adding them public? But the thing is, I post the videos from them. I should. All right, I will. I'll start. I'll start leaving them public, y'all. I'll start leaving them public. After this one will be public. I'm gonna have this on public. But there's clips in here. Just you and Prince? What are you talking about, just me and Prince? Everybody keeps saying it every time I mention Detroit Becomes Human to you, Prince. You're not the only one, Snare. The only reason why I keep mentioning Prince is because Prince was from the beginning, like when we started it on Twitch. I was on Twitch when I first started it. And I only had like Prince viewing. Like I only had like one viewer. Prince was my only viewer on Twitch. So me and Prince was playing, like, you know? So that's why I always reference Prince every time I talk about it. But I plan on getting that other game, bro. I plan on getting what's that game called? I really want to play it. Arc Raiders. I want to start streaming Arc Raiders. Looks like a really dope game. All right, I'm gonna let this mug stay live. Public. Post edited short videos from the live. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Do a live stream where I smoke weed. Why? Why should I do a live stream where I smoke weed? So you, Claire, so you believe that I should do the live, keep the live public, but also come with the videos, short videos from the live. That's what you're saying, Claire. Prince is a real one for sure. 100%, Snare, 100%. Definitely a real one. Exactly. Snare a real one too. I like our internet friendship we've all built. Never seen y'all in person, but hey. Can I get sturdy? Heck yeah, I can get sturdy, man. I forgot how to get sturdy, actually. It's been so long. I just did my job for the first time here. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you. Usually it's TikTok. TikTok, hey, you definitely need it on TikTok. TikTok goes crazy. Definitely at certain times. The thing is, you be helping. Lagging. Ooh, my lips was dry. How do I get that skin off my lip, y'all? Y'all see the skin on my lip? How do I stop that from happening? Did I put too much Vaseline on my lips or something? I think I might put too much Vaseline on my lip. It's just you lagging, Prince. All right, y'all. Let me get off here, man. Let me go cook my food. Love you guys. I appreciate you guys tuning into my stream today. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow as well. I'll post these clips I'm gonna try to. What time is it? Nah, it's already late. These clips ain't going up. I'm gonna keep it public for people who just want to view the whole live, and then if they don't want to have to view the whole live, they also have the the videos from the live. I think that's what I'll do. Ara farming. Since where at what point? I got crust on my lip. All right, y'all. Let me get off here, man. I'm gonna try to post one of these videos. I'm gonna try to post one of these videos, bro. I'm gonna try to post that cooking video tonight. I'm gonna try to get that video posted tonight of the cooking video. When am I coming to Namibia? What should I title that cooking video with those two ladies? What should I title it? Yeah, I'm gonna post it right now. I'm gonna post it right after this live. I'm gonna edit it up real quick, cut it up nicely, and I'm gonna post it. What should I title it? I gotta come back to Namibia. I only spent like 4 or 5 days in Namibia. I went to Windhoek and I went to Swakopmund. But I need to come back. I need to come back and visit Namibia. But first, before I come back to Namibia, I gotta go to Kenya, man. I gotta go to Kenya. I gotta go to some other countries, Mozambique. You feel me? I gotta check out other countries before I come to Namibia. Countries I haven't been to yet, but I do want to come back to Namibia. I want to come. You know that huge meat spot. I know you know what I'm talking about. It was so good when I went that time. I want to come back and get some of that meat. Organic wars. All right, I'm gonna figure it out. Organic wars. It has to be clickable though. Would you click on organic wars? You know what I'm saying? It has to be. It has to scream like, oh yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? When am I gonna visit US this year? I'm gonna go home this year sometime. I am gonna cook today. I am gonna cook. It's already 7:03, y'all. I am gonna cook. Exactly, Snare. I gotta name it something that you gonna click. Like, yeah. I mean, that sounds interesting. Cause some people, who's copying who, or I can put their names. This lady versus this lady. But then I don't want people to think like I'm putting them against each other. But I kind of am. But I'm not trying to like start no beef with them. I don't know. We'll see. There's already beef? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna say this person versus this person then. Snares, I mean, Chris says, screw that. Screw that. Yeah. We just gonna post this person versus this person. All right, y'all. Let me get off here so I can post these videos, man. Well, this video. I'm gonna have it up soon. Watch how quick I do it, y'all. I want to see y'all as quick as I do it. That's how quick I want to see y'all in the comment section. I was there. Say I was there. I was there. Dave, bruh. I like Central C too, but Dave for sure. Dave for sure, bro. What's good, 674? Yeah, we gotta stream here more often. I miss y'all. I miss talking to y'all and stuff live. I miss y'all, man. But all right, y'all. Let me get out here. Love y'all.